Yes, my dears, how are you doing? Today I'm going to talk about the types of toxic people. In every environment, we have the toxic people. Uh, Number one is a victim. Whether it's negative or cruelly, victim is syndrome. Just plan, uh, just imagine if you are a victim of something, and also the victim is something craziness, toxic people drive you through your brain into the stress into you should be avoid. And also selfish people. If you deal with the selfish people, proud people, everyone is selfish sometimes, and in occasions we tell the, the white lies. So how can you deal with the people? And if you find some selfish people, the best thing is ignore them. You should ignore them. You should not talk to them, and you should not accompany with, right? uh, Other one is manipulative people. Also toxic people are often very manipulative, right? They will lie, use guilt trips, emotional blackmailing, even make the threats to get what they wanted, right? So uh, there are manipulative people. Among the manipulative people, there are the toxic people, manipulative people. There are selfish and proud people, and there's we call it "I am the man" theory. If you have the "I am the man" theory, a lot of people, they think they know everything. I am the man. I know everything, and they have a reason for everything. So they are the people who negative people, kind of toxic people, right? They are the people who put you down. Whatever you do, the good things, and they afraid there is no leadership for them. They don't feel good about you. They always find your mistakes. Try to find your mistakes only. That kind of people, what to do? We have to live with this kind of environment, right? And dishonesty people. If you are dishonest, uh, that's how can I explain this sort of dishonesty? Any relation based on honesty. If it is dishonesty, it's not a healthy relationship, right? So whether it's to be a friend or a lover, or consistently being dishonest, can be a breakthrough of everything, right? And narcissists, especially this kind of people, they are vital, and that the friend is reminded that you are a person, uh, remind that you are a person in dynamic, or two sides of friendship, the double-minded, double game pair. Narcissists narcissists people, negativity people, also negativity people, they are very very negative, and they are not even they don't know what they want actually. They always think your dark side only, right? They always criticize you. Toxic people, they are the toxic people are see the world through the lens of negativity, and uh, like pessimism people, like not optimistic, always pessimist, negative mind. How, if you say something, they will tell what you will do, how do you do that. There are so many negative thoughts, feelings. No, it's not like that. You have to try. At least you have to try for something, right? So as long as you try for something, you get away. You skipped away from the negative people, right? That's negativity people. So those are kind of toxic people. And set the boundaries. There is no boundaries actually, right? Ignore those boundaries. don't set up any boundaries. You should not set up any boundaries for any reasons, right? Uh, you should not set up any boundaries. Your time is very important. You at the moment what you are doing is very important. That's the most important thing for you, right? And they ignore. If you must have toxic person in your life, try to set boundaries. Stricter boundaries. For example, if someone is abusing substance and in cause of the harm of you and your life, you have to ignore them, right? Other one is a gaslighting. Gaslighting people also very dangerous, right? So gaslighting is a manipulation of the tactic for where someone tries to make you doubt and reality of the question for your memory, right? Gaslighting people, that's always misjudgment. They tell something and something like this. Gaslighting, very dangerous people. Abusive people. Not all the toxic relationships are abusive, however, right? So however, abusive relationships can be considered as toxic. Those toxic people, they always find your own. They always find your own mistakes. Excuse me. Healthy water. I want to drink water always. It gives me energy, right? So now I'm ready. They abusive people always abuse physically, emotionally, right? First the obvious, then the form of obvious abuse is the definitely toxic, definitely toxic. Those kind of people. So you have to get away from those kind of people. That's number six. Arrogance people. Arrogance people always trampling you. Arrogance is a false confidence, and it will put you down in a confidence, and also it always makes mask major insecurities. Uh, Arrogance. A person who is display arrogance may believe they are more intelligent and more important than others. Uh, they think they are superiors, but don't listen to them. And being judgmental also. That kind of people also toxic people. Instead of appreciating and learning from people who are different from them and judgmental, people look down on others, judgmental people. So being judgmental, actually everyone can be judgmental from time to time. But if it happens always, so it means there is something you have to ignore those kind of people being judgmental, right? Who they are to judge you? They are traitors, actually, judgmental. Being overly competitive. Being overly competitive is kind of a competitiveness is a toxic when it need win drives uh, wage between the relationships. How to tell them you are overly competitive, right? Don't be overly competitive, and don't be toxic, and don't be get toxic also. This is more important, right? And others think chronic liars. Oh my god, liars. I hate the liars, right? Always the liars. Compulsive liars lie the way normal people breathe, habitually without consciously thinking about it. So, chronic liars. Ignore them. How to deal with them? Ignore them, right? Critical. Talking advantage of people, being overly critical, and sabotaging others are toxic traitors. That can they ruin your relationships and your reputation. Be careful of them. Also, right? Jealousy people. Oh my goodness. Foster open communication. Uh, are those people your friends? Are they jealous? Jealous instead of these tips. Write down your insecurities, right? These are very dangerous, actually. And passive aggressive behaviors also. That's kind of a dangerous behavior, right? And they are also controlling. If they are trying to controlling you, also emotional vampires. Emotional vampires also, they are badly critic people, badly toxic people. Don't be a drama magnet as well. Like, they make you feel bad always. Drama magnet people, if they are making you drama, go away from them. The best thing is to ignore those people. This kind of people, you should ignore them. Unless you ignore them, they will come behind on you. And stop talking to them. Always making problems to you. They always questioning you. They are trying to always making you a problem. Those kind of people are toxic people. They are always drama, right? They are always judgmental and critical. They are always passive aggressive behavior. They have negative uh, Nancy's and Dubby down people, right? So those are they can make you crazy. This kind of people. So you have to be almost. You have to be very careful, right? Uh, psychopaths. So psychopaths. I was looking for this word. Jesus Christ, my goodness, right? Psychopaths are cruel, manipulative, and impulsive, right? And because they have little to no self awareness and rarely recognize the harm they cause or even care about it, right? Leon Glass, a woman who coined of them toxic people, says that uh, that that the psychopaths will speak of himself grandiose terms while blaming others and taking absolutely no responsibility for his actions, right? Those are psychopaths, these kind of people. And na- narcissists, 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 you can say. So this it's a very dangerous thing. Toxic people, toxic behavior, toxic uh, environment, and toxic people, you can say. So that's how it goes. All the negative Nancy's and Darby honors. This topic in this topic, the type of toxic people is not listed in psychiatric manuals, but they are always just as the toxic people and around you. Negative Nancy's and Darby donors will always find the worst of any situation. They will find always. They will find always the worst in every situation, in every momentum, right? So try to sharing good news with them. They will rain your parade too, right? And they will tell your dreams are unrealistic, and you should get your head out of the clouds, right? So also they convinced that all the characteristics, the charities are scammers, all women are liars, and all men are cheaters, like that, right? So and there are no doubt on their mind that nothing ever work out. Nothing ever work out. So what's all about it? What's about it? Everything is a matter, right? Everything is a matter. So the interesting thing that the negative analysis and W honors that they don't think themselves as negative and pessimistic. They think they are just realists. Realists. They think they are the realists. They are the people. So this is how it goes. Compulsive liars also. My goodness. You have to be very, very careful of that kind of people. Toxic people, right? Compulsive liars lie the way normal people and breathe habitually without uh, conscious thinking, consciously thinking about it. The second nature of them, it's a second nature of them. Compulsive compulsive liars are also notorious gaslighters. Notorious gaslighters. You have to be very careful of them, right? They will do so or say things that they will later vehemently deny. Vehemently deny, and they also be convincing that you will start doubting yourself, right? Because compulsive liars believe their own lies. Just think of our farmers president, our former president. Here's Tony Shetsik quite about the Donald Trump. More than he says more than anyone else I have ever met. Trump has ability to convince himself that whatever he is saying is any at any given moment is true, or sort of true, or at least ought to be true. So this is how it goes, right? This is how gossipers. Also, you should know gossipers, rumors, judgmental opinions, and try out liars, outright liars. They are outright liars. Whispered, whispered, and also um, you can say buffling behind someone's back, whispering someone's back. People who gossip and tend of the passive aggressive, insecure, weakened, disloyal, and secretive, right? Secretive and untrustworthy people. This is how to be very careful, right? So they are tearing someone's down and tarnishing their reputation, tarnishing their reputation without being directly responsible of it, right? So it is sheepish, cowardly attack, like uh, disguise, disgusted, also sharing the information. So this kind of people, they have to be, you have to be very careful of them, right? If you have a gossiper in your life, know that you encourage it, it not only by engaging or gossip, but also it is listening to it, right? So if you give the gossiper space to gossip, you are enabling his toxic behavior, right? So we have to be very careful. So this kind of meddlers are the people who get involved with so many meddlers. Number six is the meddlers, right? Meddlers involved affairs of other people, and they insert their opinion where it does not belong, right? So actually, busybodies and the meddlers are always very common. It can be your manipulative mother, toxic mother-in-law, and judgmental friend, noisy neighbor, or an obnoxious co-worker. So these kind of people, careful of them. Just leave them, right? Their common characteristics is that they think they always know best, and that everything is their business, right? That is meddlers, you know. For example, and if you can say instructive parent may be a meddling in your marriage by talking sides of giving unsolicited advices, or on a large scale on a state can be made meddling on affairs of another state, right? So these kind of things, freakers, jerks, also this kind of people. What makes meddlers so toxic? And they do not respect or even see boundaries, right? So in other words, they can't tell where they end and another person. This is this is how it goes, right? Control freakers, control. They are freaks. The freaks are consumed by one passion to control everything they come and contacted with, like meddlers, control freakers, infringe in your right to be who you are and to make your own choices for these kind of people, right? These type of toxic people can appear neat. I mean, they are confident and be and together, right? But underneath they are tidy, venomous, veneer. So there is a chaos, repressed emotions, unexpressed desires, and colossal fears, right? So you have to be careful with them. I'm laughing because I had so many life experience here in my foreign life as well as in my Sri Lanka, my local residents with me. I had so many experience with this kind of people. Despite their many personal shortcomings, control freakers are usually judgmental. They are judgmental and uh, they are considering and also condescending, condescending, and they feel superior to others. They feel I am the man theory. Without a doubt, they are some of the most frustrating people to deal with, right? Like our paratroopers. So that's how it goes. And be careful of them, ignore them, and always pray for their pray for them. Go aside with them. Just don't talk with them. Just leave them and go and mind your own business. This is the most important thing. If you are going to deal with them, if you are going to talk with them, if you are going to argue with them, if you are going to fight with them, if you are going to quarrel with them, you will be in trouble. Right? So best thing is ignore them and just don't talk to them. Just go away. Go away. Mind your own way. Mind your own perspectives. Mind your own channel and mind your own works. Mind your own plan. That's how it goes. Otherwise, it won't be work out. Otherwise, you cannot be a good human. Otherwise, you cannot be competitive. Otherwise, you cannot be a uh, you can say professional. Be professional always what you do and whatever you do, however it goes. Right? This is how it goes. This is how it works. This is how it should be works. Anyway, God bless you. Bye bye.